What's up, guys? JT here from the Great Shonen Podcast, bringing you a Naruto 548 chapter review. Since we're on break, like I said in the Beelzebub video, I'm gonna do a couple of these. I think one more this week for the new Torika chapter, and I was inspired to do this by an internet troll, the anime god. Pretty funny, actually. Pretty funny at all. So, starts out with Itachi and Nagato, and they're on this mountain, looking out and saying, Itachi's saying, they marched considerable distance, and Nagato wondering who. So, and then we get a great, really very nice looking 2-page spread cover, and it got Naruto, the original Team 7, and it looks very nice. I really like it. Naruto's eating watermelons, Sasuke's exploring the watermelons, Kakashi's picking them, and Sasuke's just drinking some looks like some kind of cola or whatever. I don't know. And so we have Gaara, who's the Saiyan's taking the form of his mother. He's like, I was loved by her. And it turns out that Yashimaru, back then when he was attacked, was just, told to say that. And that Gaara's dad really hated him, and that, he was responsible to everything, and so it was all just this fucking mistake. And so, like, he's just, problem with everything. It's life. Like, I made you in Kuriki, I never loved you, and do a lot, so, I just took your life away, pretty much. And then we get the flashback to when Gaara was a kid, Yashimaru about the pains in the heart, and it took up like a bunch of pages, and we've already got this 400 some chapters ago, so it's goddamn, it's just wasting insane amount of pages. So pretty much it's just Gaara's mom just always gonna protect him. It's really, him, and then get really nice picture. Well, I think the best parts of the chapter, the artwork is pretty well, especially Gaara crying on here it's page 11, really well done. So pretty much that Gaara's dad's like, I didn't do shit for me. I didn't shit for you, so he dies. Gaara kills him, tries to kill the other Kages, but kind of fails at that. And so the other two Kages, the Mizukage, the old Mizukage and Raikage, start attacking the ninjas, start whooping ass, and while the Tsukages are fighting the second and first, actually. And so they're both using their dust element techniques and whatnot, and apparently the Mizukage is a Genjutsu user that can summon a giant clam. The other one's a Raiten user, which makes sense because he's the A's dad. And just kinda meh. And so pretty much we see Itachi and Nagato, and they meet up with Killer Bee and Naruto, and so they have to fight, which I don't know how Nagato's gonna do it, since he's crippled. And Itachi, I'm looking back at it, and I'm just looking at a sec. Trying to figure out. I don't think Itachi had the Mangekyo Sharingan. Yeah, he doesn't have that anymore, I think. So, yeah, so, this should be kind of interesting. It was the best part of the chapter, I think, but it was a pretty awful chapter. You know, when it says Naruto versus Sachi, and you talk about Gaara for 14 pages, it really shouldn't be called Naruto versus Itachi. And I thought the art style was pretty good. I mean, I've seen a lot worse in manga. The one with Gaara was very well done. And I'm just checking the time on the video. Okay, we got plenty of time. But you know, the wars, it's just sucked. I mean, and I think this has just been pretty awful. You know, they wasted, I mean, I don't even know. You wasted like 4 pages redrawing the same shit from 400 chapters ago. I mean, you could have condensed it a little bit more, and you know, it was, I mean, and it just, you know, wasn't that great, honestly. You know, I didn't get much about the Mizukage and the clan. I wasn't impressed by that at all. Nothing was that great out of this chapter. Recently, Bleach has even been doing better than Naruto. I mean, God. It's just so much fails. It fails. And it's partly the translations, too, I think. Just some of this. And when you try to get this giant war when nothing should be done, you just utterly failed. So, I mean, that's my opinions of the chapter. It was the worst of the week, honestly. So I read Bleach, Reborn, Naruto. One Piece was off this week. Beelzebub. I'm about to read Toriko, too. So, yeah. I mean, it was really badly done. I mean, God. When like I said, you spent 4 pages giving the exact same shit. I mean, and it took 6 pages to just tell Gaara's dad just to tell him, you know what, I fucked up his life. He repeated that so many times. I mean, and Dunning, and with a logical question, why are there one-on-one fights in a freaking war? I ask you that lasts, you know, this long. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Most battles and wars last about 10 seconds. 10 seconds, okay? Honestly, this chapter failed. Hate to say it, you know. So, I mean, that's my opinion. It failed. You gave us 4 pages of the same shit we had 400 chapters ago, or something like that. You gave us 7 pages of Gaara just saying, you know, what a terrible father I've been, and stuff, and that you could really condense down. You give us a title that makes no sense with the chapter, since only about 3 pages had Nagato and Itachi, and they didn't even fight at all. And combine that with just overall, just nothing really special about it, and honestly, it was just a bad chapter. I mean, it was the worst of the week. That's all I got to say about it, honestly. I mean, that's my frustrations. And, you know, I'm going to make a video about the war in Naruto. Fact about all the wars, because recently, Bleach had the Ragnar War, and One Piece had the Whitebeard War. So, just talking about them. I think I'll get that up maybe sometime. All right, everyone. Been fun. Fun talking about this. Like I said, not a very good chapter. That's just my honest opinion. If I tell you one chapter to read this week, it would probably be Beelzebub. That was sweet as hell. Alright, guys. See you later.